We all hear about the promise of AI, right? Unbelievable efficiency, streamlined operations, and of course, a big boost to the bottom line. But what if that promise is actually a trap? Today, we are digging into a really critical report that shows how the rush to automate and cut headcount can go horribly wrong, leading not just to business failure, but to a serious ethical and personal crisis for the very leaders who make the call. Okay, before we dive in, we've got to cover the important stuff. This is part 7 of a 10-part series, and it's all based on a really comprehensive research report by Virtualization Options LLC. We're just scratching the surface here, and today we're zeroing in on Chapter 7, which is all about the ethical dimensions. And, of course, the usual disclaimer applies. This is purely for informational purposes. It is not legal advice. For that, you absolutely need to talk to qualified pros who know the laws where you do business.
So here's our roadmap for today. Think of it like a 5-act play. First, we'll look at the seductive promise of AI. Then, we uncover the hidden human cost. We'll see what happens when those shiny promises smash into the real world, trace the fallout, and finally, we'll land on the personal liability trap that's waiting for leadership.
All right, let's kick things off with that promise. Why do so many incredibly smart leaders fall for this? Well, it all starts with a story, a really compelling story about efficiency. But as you can see, it's more like a dangerous siren song, luring organizations straight towards the rocks.
And this is really where it all begins. AI vendors, they're masters at this. They show up with these slick presentations and compelling stories. They even hand executives these ROI calculators that spit out these beautiful numbers highlighting all the money you'll save right away by cutting headcount. But the most important part of this is what they don't show you. All the long-term hidden costs that are conveniently left out of the equation.
And look, the pressure to buy into this is absolutely huge. You've got almost 3/4 of executives saying their primary constraint is quarterly earnings pressure. The market, the investors, the board, everyone wants to see good numbers now, not 5 years from now.
This all leads to something that report calls the quarterly earnings trap. And honestly, this is the heart of the problem. It's a situation where a decision that you know could seriously damage the company in the long run suddenly looks incredibly attractive, just because it makes the next couple of quarters look amazing. This is where that ethical compromise really starts.
So you make that deal. You chase the short-term win. What's the first bill that comes due? It's the human cost. This is when you pay for that short-sighted decision, and the currency is your most valuable asset, your people. We're not just talking about layoffs here. This is the start of what the report calls a knowledge architecture crisis. You know, if you're sitting in a boardroom looking at a spreadsheet, your workforce can just look like a list of names and salaries. They become an abstract cost center, something to be managed or, reduced. What doesn't show up on that spreadsheet is the real, often invisible, value those people bring to the table every single day.
So what is this invisible stuff we're talking about? Well, it's everything that doesn't fit on a spreadsheet. It's the relationship your top salesperson has built with a major client over 10 years. It's the gut feeling an experienced engineer gets that helps them solve a problem that's never been seen before. It's the institutional memory, "Oh, we tried that 5 years ago, here's why it failed," that prevents you from making the same mistakes over and over. And it's the mentorship that grows your next leaders. When you automate based on a simple ROI, you're not just cutting costs, you're tearing apart this entire web of expertise.
Okay, so the deal is done. The promise has been bought, the human cost has been paid. Now what? Now comes the real test. That moment when the shiny, new AI system that worked perfectly in the pilot gets unleashed into the messy, chaotic, unpredictable real world. And this is where it all falls apart. That pilot program that looks so amazing, it was basically a stage performance. It used perfect, clean data. It had a ton of humans watching over it, ready to jump in. And it only handled the easy, standard stuff. Production reality is the complete opposite. Messy, incomplete data, no human safety net, and every bizarre edge case you could possibly imagine. And here's the real kicker. You can't go back. The people who actually knew how to do the work, they're gone. You see, that gap between the slick pilot and messy reality, it's not a bug, it's a feature. It's totally predictable, and it sets off this domino effect, a cascading pattern of failure that sends shockwaves through the entire company. Let's look at a real-world example to see how this plays out. The report gives a great case study of a regional bank that went for a big modernization push in its customer service department. First, they did exactly what the AI vendor suggested. They slashed their customer service team by a massive 62% in just 18 months. On paper, the immediate savings must have looked fantastic. Okay, so what happened next? Well,
reality came knocking, hard. When customers had a problem the AI couldn't solve, which happened a lot, their wait time to speak to an actual human being exploded, from just 4 minutes to nearly 40.
And you know what people do when they're that frustrated? They take their money and they leave. In a single quarter, the bank lost $340 million in deposits as customers fled. Suddenly, all those cost savings didn't just disappear, they were dwarfed by massive losses.
And please don't think this was just one bank that got it wrong. The report is crystal clear on this. The same disastrous pattern is happening everywhere. In healthcare, manufacturing, telecom, it's the exact same story, just playing out in different industries.
This brings us to our final, and maybe the scariest part of this whole trap. Because the fallout doesn't just hurt the company's bottom line. It gets personal. The corporate failure starts to follow the decision-maker's home, and it turns into personal liability.
You see, the legal ground is shifting under the feet of executives and board members. They're being held personally accountable for these failures. We're talking breach of fiduciary duty for knowingly harming the company long-term, failure of oversight for not asking the right, tough questions, employment discrimination if the AI shows bias, and even securities fraud for telling investors everything is great when it's actually a disaster.
This is so important. For a long time, leaders were protected by something called the business judgment rule. Basically, we tried our best. But that's changing. Courts are starting to say that if the risks were foreseeable, and this report argues they absolutely are, and you didn't do your homework, that protection goes away.
And if you think this is just some legal theory, think again. This is real. In one of the manufacturing case studies from the report, the directors and officers' insurance policy wasn't enough to cover the damages. The settlement actually required several directors to pay a total of $4.7 million out of their own pockets. Suddenly, the risk isn't just about the company anymore, is it? It's intensely personal.
So, let's wrap this up. We've seen the whole story play out, right? The siren song of easy efficiency, the destruction of that invisible, crucial expertise, and the inevitable crash when the beautiful promise meets ugly reality. This report makes it painfully clear that treating your people like simple costs to be eliminated is a predictable road to ruin. The only thing standing between a successful transformation and a total catastrophe for your company and for you personally are the tough questions you ask before a decision is made. So the only question left is, what will you ask?